Graph schema is a way that data sets can be represented in a graphical form. Right, it's known as graph schema. So this is where you should have done graphs by now, but if you haven't, there's loads of videos on it. It's a different part of the specification. But graphs are made up of nodes, edges, and properties in this sense. So when we're talking about a graph schema, your nodes are your entities such as customer or products. But when you've in the past you've done those, they've always been objects of some sort. So your nodes are your objects, and then your edges are your relationships between those objects. So you can see in the bottom left, we've got a graph schema of a data set showing who's friends with who. So we've got our different people, and then we've got links if they are friends. And you can start to visualize that data set in what's known as graph schema form. Okay, so we understand edges and nodes. Properties is there can be properties of nodes. So nodes can also have additional properties, which add to the graph schema. Okay, so I don't know, you could have Peggy being a girl or a boy. Obviously, Peggy's a girl, but you get the idea. So they're the three things that you might hear reference to: properties, edges, and nodes. On the right, look, you can see we've got a added property. So we've got Alice who likes something. So we've got friend of. So there's a relationship between Alice, the object, AC/DC, and Metallica being different objects, different types of objects with the different colours. So they're people objects, they're band objects. And on this, you can see who's friends with who and who likes what. And you can see that's a directed graph. Okay, because you can see Carol likes AC/DC, but AC/DC doesn't like Carol. All right, you get the idea. Friends is a two-way relationship, whereas that's one way, because unless AC/DC liked her back on Facebook, that would obviously become two-way. But so you can see graph schema is dead simple, but graph schema is just another way of visualizing data sets.